Welcome to Soul Yoga Online. We hope you enjoy your virtual experience.
Take a moment to just sense things, feel, feel the air in your skin, feel the music in the air, feel your bones resting on the mat. Feel everything just become soft and gentle. Feel your breath start to slow down and get a little bit deeper. Now become aware of the physical process of breathing. Maybe you can feel your diaphragm moving up and down. Certainly you can feel your belly rise and fall. Feel your rib cage expand and contract. Feel your chest rise and fall. See if you can push the air all the way to the limits of your torso. So up to your collarbones, down to your base of your spine, out to your hip sockets, out to your shoulder sockets. Breathe into the entire torso. And notice if there is a place or region that you can't send the breath. And see if you've got a muscular contraction there. Is there something you can let go of? And maybe there's not. Maybe there's not, and that's okay too, but be aware. And start to wiggle your fingers and toes, wrists and ankles a little bit. Just create motion. It doesn't have to be anything in particular. We're just getting the body ready. And then come into stillness and flex the feet. So strong feet, point the toes straight up to the ceiling. Engage your lower core muscles and press your back into the mat. So if there's any space between the low spine and the mat, we want to take that out. In a similar fashion, we're going to press the neck towards the mat. It probably will not touch the mat, but just get it a little bit closer and make the spine just a little bit longer. That's what we're going here. It's long spine space in the body. Now, bend your knees, bring your heels up to your glutes. Keep pressing the lower back into the mat. And exhale, drop the knees over to the right side. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. And just move with your breath here. Inhale to rise, exhale to fall. Move at your own speed, move through your own range of motion. Complete one more full cycle, come back to neutral. And from neutral, we're going to bring our arms wide, more or less in a T shape. They can have a little bend in the elbows if that's comfortable, then if they're fully extended. And start to root into the arms a little bit, and then lift the feet up off the mat and hold them at 90 degrees. So the knee is at 90 degrees, the hip socket's at 90 degrees. Feet are still strong, toes are straight up to the ceiling. Core is still strong, we're still pressing the lower back into the mat. And now with your next exhale, windshield wiper over to the right side. And notice that the left shoulder is trying to pop up, keep it rooted. Inhale back to center, exhale to the left. Notice the right shoulder, keep it rooted. And again, move at the speed of your breath. Move for a range of motion that is beneficial for your body right now. So you don't have to come all the way down to the mat. You're probably not going to. In reality, if you've moved so far that your opposite shoulder is forced to pop up, then you've gone too far. We want to see what we can do to keep the upper torso rooted as we move the lower body. Now complete one more full cycle, return to neutral. And then from neutral, extend your legs straight up to the ceiling. Again, check in with the torso. The core is strong to root the lower back. The shoulders are strong. You're going to need your arms even more here because we're doing the same thing now with straight legs. So feet are strong, toes flexing to the shins, and you're pressing up through the heels. So your legs are very active. Next exhale, windshield wiper to the right side. Inhale to neutral. Exhale to the left side. And again, it is absolutely not required to come all the way down to the floor. See what you can do to keep your shoulders rooted all the way through the motion. And this will require core muscles, this will require rooting into the shoulders, the elbows, the hands. Complete one more full cycle. And then when you get back up to neutral, go ahead and release, bring the feet back down to the mat. And breathe, let that go for a moment. Now extend the left leg long down the mat, strong foot, hug the right knee into the chest, and give the right knee an active squeeze. We're using the upper body here, it's not passive, we're actively drawing it in. Then draw the right knee across the body to the left side, allowing the right hip to lift with the right shoulder roots, just coming to a gentle twist. You can add the left hand on top of the right knee for a little more weight. And roll back to neutral. Inhale the right foot straight up to the ceiling. Exhale the right leg long down the mat. And inhale the left knee into the chest and give it an active squeeze. Draw the leg across the body to the right side, gentle twist. Left shoulder remains rooted. roll back to neutral. Inhale the left foot straight up to the ceiling. Exhale long down the mat. And bring both knees into your chest. Grab into the knee pits. Grab the hamstrings. Start to take little spinal rocks. Start with just a small, gentle motion. Let each rock get a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. And eventually roll all the way through to a table pose. So root into your hands. Press the thumb and index finger into the mat. Imagine you just completed a push-up and lift your chest all the way up. Spread the shoulder blades apart. Start to squeeze the arms together a little bit. And then rotate the elbow points to the back of the room. And activate the lats and the pulling muscles on the side of your body so you can get the whole upper body working. And start to press the tops of the feet into the mat. Engage your leg muscles, engage your core muscles, tuck your tailbone under. Now bring the big toes to touch, send the knees wide as though you were going for a child's pose. Then walk the hands one hand length forward, so the heels of the palms land where the fingertips were approximately. On your exhale, cap the spine, and as you do, send your hips back to your heels. On an inhale, widen the torso forward, keep squeezing the elbows into the center line, roll up to a modified cow pose, shoulder blades connect behind you, then exhale, send it back. Move your breath. If this cat-cow does not work, sometimes it's uncomfortable for the knees, then any other cat-cow variation you prefer, spine here. Whatever you want to do to get into your spine. Now complete one more full cycle, then come back to neutral and keep the legs as they are. So we'll be in a sort of child's pose, table pose hybrid. Now, walk the hands, let's say about a hand width and a half wider, and then turn the hands so that the fingers are in a line with your arm bones. Keep the arms long here. I don't want any bending in the elbows. The goal here is to do this entire motion with long arms. Feel and be aware of the rotation in your arms as you do this. Send your hips back to your heels. With long arms, roll your chest forward towards your left hand. Then roll it across to the right hand. Then roll your hips back to your heels. And move like this. And if you need to adjust your hands a little bit, if you're experiencing any kind of discomfort, if you move a little too wide or too narrow, go ahead and do it. And then once you've settled into that, again, feel how this motion is driven by the rotation of the arms and the shoulder side. And then next time your hips roll back to your heels, switch directions, roll forward towards the right hand, across the mat to the left, and back to your heels. And the next time your hips go back to child's pose, take a child's pose, pause, and just rest for a moment. And come back to your breath if you've lost it. Feel your belly pressing into your thighs. Feel your thighs not going anywhere, and so therefore your spine, your rib cage expanding, lifting up. Now, lift your hips up just enough that you can tuck your toes under, and then go ahead and tuck your toes under. And then root into your hands. Find strength in the hands, strength and space in the shoulders, engage the core muscles. Pop the knees up off the mat. Keep them tight in under the body. Don't let them go wide. Root into the big toes, inner thighs. Press the hips up, downward dog. When you get to down dog, take a little time to move, shake, pedal your feet, wiggle your hips, do what you do. Any motion right now that you desire is good. Now settle back into stillness. Come to the tips of your toes and step inch by inch to the front of your mat for a forward fold. When you get to forward fold, start to bring extra weight into your toes, less into your heels. So don't let the heels actually pop up off the mat. We want them to be touching, but we want to get stronger in the toes. We're trying to bring the hips a little further forward over the heels. And then root more weight into the big toe in particular. Actively smush the big toe, the ball of the big toe into the mat. Get really strong in the inner part of your foot. Feel your inner calves engaging, inner thighs engaging. And kind of just squeeze the thighs together a little bit. Engage your core muscles to tuck your tail like you would in a cat pose. And now start to take big, deep belly breaths. Press your belly into your thighs. And as you do, press your hips up to the ceiling. And then exhale, contract your torso back to your thighs. And then inhale, press your hips up again and exhale. Contract back in and take a couple more rounds like that. And use your breath to move your body. That's what makes this yoga. We inhale for length, we inhale for space, we exhale for strength and connectivity. Your breath moves your body. Even when you're standing still, we're still flowing because the breath is still flowing. Now maintain this strength. Do not release the engagements. Inhale to a halfway lift. Hands land wherever they land, wherever you're comfortable with them. Mats, shins, thighs, doesn't matter. But the hands get active. So lower body strength is anchoring the hips in place over the heels. Hands are rooting into the legs to stretch the spine away from that anchor. And exhale, fold back down to the mat. And inhale, rise all the way up to the ceiling. And exhale through the heart. Mountain pose. Now, in mountain pose, it's pretty much the same thing. Find the big toes. Make sure weight is even from heels to toes. We're not dumping it all back in our heels. We have mobility front to back. Smush the big toes into the mat. Get strong on the inside and start to rotate the thighs towards each other. And as the thighs rotate towards each other, we're also going to engage the hamstrings and press the thighs back. And as the thighs press back, we're going to engage the lower core muscles below the belly button, down by the hips. Pull them in to pull the tail in. So everything is connecting here in the center of the hips. When you have that strong connected foundation, lift your heart, stand tall. And that ultimately is what we're trying to be aware of here, is how we can use our lower spine to build a longer upper spine. So be aware of how your muscular engagement here allows this length here. Now bring the hands forward, gently touching. Press the thumb and the index finger and squeeze the arms together and feel your pressing muscles in the upper body engaged. Now let go of that. Bring the pinkies to touch, press them, rotate the elbows to the mat, and then contract the elbows into the body. And now feel your pulling muscles engage on the outside part of the torso. And then release that. Now find both. Press the thumb and the index finger, squeeze the arms together, rotate the elbows to the mat. See if you can activate the entire upper body at once. With this strength, inhale, reach up. Exhale, turn the palms out like you're doing a pull-up. Strong upper back, hug the elbows down into the rib cage, extend the arms. Inhale, forward, press, rise. And now as we're moving your upper body, remember your lower body. Did you let go of anything down there? Did you let go of the core? Did you let go of the thighs, hamstrings? Has the weight dumped back into the heels? Try to connect the entire body. Now, inhale to rise. Stay strong. Next exhale, fold. Root into your hands, shoulder width apart, index fingers straight forward. Step back to a high plank. Now see if you can find it here in high plank. Find that same arm rotation. See what you can do to activate the entire upper body. Find the big toes, feel the thighs rotating in towards one another. Hamstrings pressing up to the ceiling. Core tucking. Everything is strong and connected. Next, exhale, focus on the elbows staying tight to the rib cage. Take a chaturanga. Inhale for cobra or up dog. And exhale for your downward dog. When we get back to down dog, take another moment to pedal, wiggle, shake, move your body. Release the control, the engagement. For just a few breaths. Now, start to find that same set of muscular contractions that we had in mountain and plank here in down dog is exactly the same. The angles of some of our joints have changed, but the muscles are the same. So root into the thumb and index finger, press into the mat, and lift your chest away from the mat, create space in the shoulder. Rotate your elbows to the mat, root into the big toes, rotate your thighs together, engage your core to tuck your tail. Keep your hips square. Inhale your right leg long behind you. Then on your exhale, roll forward, bring the knee into the chest, gently and softly plant the foot down. Drop the back knee and untuck the back toes. So we landed with our heels, knees, and hips all in a line. We're going to start by dipping into the front knee a little bit. So we're just going to kind of bounce a little bit, start to stretch out that hip flexor on the back leg. And after a couple bounces, if it feels good, you can just sort of sink into a static hold. You can keep bouncing whatever feels good. Notice the front knee. Maybe trying to go wide towards the pinky edge. Keep it centered over the heel. Keep rooting into that front big toe. Now maybe you want to get into a quad stretch. You start to bend the back knee. Grab the foot. Bring the heel towards the glute. Release the foot back down to the mat. And then fold and frame the front foot and spider your fingers, so give yourself space. You're in your fingertips, we're not rooting into the entire hand. Rotate the thighs and squeeze the thighs together, same way we did with mountain pose. Engage the core muscles. Lift the front toes up off the mat. And then kind of notice that foot. Notice if the toes are neutral and playing with each other, if they're rolling out, if they're rolling in. See what you can do to neutralize the foot. Have all the toes in a straight line. Now keep flexing the foot. Don't release that strength. Drive into the heel. Press the hips back. Bring a hand back and check your hips out. They should be relatively square here. And notice what that did to your foot. Maybe it rolled out, maybe it rolled in again. Can you neutralize the foot and the hips all at the same time? If it feels good, you can start to flow in and out. You can hold it statically in the back. Do what you do. Just kind of explore. Notice the relationship between squaring the hips and squaring the foot. Now, the next time you roll forward, stay forward, root that foot back into the mat. And lift the torso back up. Now we're going to build a strong low crescent lunge. So hips are square, front big toe is strong, the back foot is pressing into the mat too. Don't forget the back foot. And then find that same spine we had in mountain pose. So don't be curving out here in the lower spine. Pull the core muscles in, lift the heart, be as long the spine as you can. Now, inhale, reach the hands up to the ceiling. Next exhale, extend forward, fold, frame the front foot, root into the left hand, directly under the left shoulder, index finger straight forward. Rotate the eye, the elbow forward, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Bring the right palm to the left wrist, glide the palm up the arm and twist. Now reach with your fingertips. Feel your shoulder blades spreading apart. Be strong in the core. Feel the right thigh and the torso squeezing in towards one another. Then exhale the right hand down to frame your front foot. Step back and take a vinyasa. Again, when you get to down dog, if it feels good to pedal, wiggle, shake, do it. If you want to drop for child's pose, you want to grab some water, do it. Do whatever your body needs. Now settle back into stillness, settle back into strength. Feel your exhales rooting you into the mat. Feel your inhales creating space in the spine, creating length, lifting your hips up just a little bit higher. Feel your breath move your body. Hips stay square. Inhale the left leg long behind you. Press through the heel, flex the toes to the shin. Press the hamstring up to the ceiling. Same way we did in mountain pose, we're pressing hamstring back. Press it up. Next exhale, roll forward, knee to chest. Gently and softly plant the foot down. Drop the back knee and untuck the back toes. So we're going to start in a soft, loose, low crescent lunge towards the lift up and start to take those little bounces here. I can really feel how much I've been sitting over the last couple of weeks. This pose normally feels like nothing for me right now. It does not feel good. up. Bring the, if you want to go for that quad stretch on the other side, lift that back foot up, grab it, bring it towards the glute. Be gentle with it. Just whenever it starts to complain and resist, that's where you stop. Hold it there for a few breaths. Maybe draw it in a little closer. Release that foot back down to the mat. Frame the front foot, spider your fingers. Root into the front big toe, press the back foot into the mat, engage your thighs, squeeze your thighs together, get active in the lower body and core. Then flex the front foot, bring the toes up off the mat, neutralize the toes, drive into the heel, send the hips back. And check the hips out, check things out for a moment here. See what's square, see what's not square. And then again, if it's good to flow, flow. If it's good to hold, hold. Wherever you are, you're strong in the front hip. We're driving that. You're strong in the front foot to drive the left hip back. The entire range of motion, we're square in the hips. The hips aren't going out to the right side. They're not going off to the left side. They're just staying neutral. And notice what part of your body is resisting that neutrality. Now, the next time you roll forward, stay forward. Lift the torso back up and build a strong low press and lunge. Front knee over the heel. Strong front big toe, strong back foot, hips are square. And start pulling the core in, lengthening the spine, lifting the heart up. Inhale, rise. Exhale, extend forward, frame the front foot. Root into the back toes, lift the back knee. Root into the right hand, eye the elbow forward, left palm to right wrist, glide it up and twist. Exhale, frame the front foot, step back, and take a vinyasa. Again, down dog, take motion if it feels good, stillness if it feels good, child's pose if it feels good, water if it feels good, whatever you need. Settle back into stillness. Settle into strength. Find your breath. Hips square. Inhale the right leg long behind you. Shoulders square. Bend the right knee. Stack the right hips. Stack the hips, excuse me. And take hip circles. Take 3 circles in each direction. The torso stays neutral, so all the way through. See what you can do to isolate this in the hip socket itself rather than doing it with the spine. When you finish, Inhale to a straight leg, 3 limb. Exhale, roll forward, plant the foot. Turn the back heel down. We're going for warrior 2, so the heels are roughly in a line. Back edge of the back foot is roughly in line with the back edge of the mat. Keep the torso here, square to the front. But see what you can do to start opening the hips right now. So root into the front big toe, get active in the part of the front leg. Root into the back big toe, and then get active in the arch. Lift up the arch, root into the pinky edge of the mat, and externally rotate that back thigh. So everywhere else we've bent today has been an internal rotation. Back thigh in warrior 2 is going to externally rotate. So the hips are as open as we can get them right now. Reach the left arm straight forward. Get active in the left side body. And with that activity, inhale, rise. And find warrior 2. And then again, allow your breath to move you here. Feel your inhales lengthening your spine. Your exhales contracting, rooting into the mat. Now inhale, flip the front palm up, reach all the way up to the ceiling, and then on an exhale, hinge on the front hip and reach back for reverse forward. Feel the length from the front hip socket through the rib cage, shoulder, all the way up to the fingers. We're actively reaching. And notice the core here too. Sometimes we start to curve out and collapse in the back rib cage. Keep everything strong and neutral. Then inhale back to warrior 2. Exhale, extend forward. Bring the front shoulder over the knee. Then bring the elbow down to the knee. Let it stack. Heel, knee, elbow, shoulder. Back arm circles forward. Open the chest to the side of the room. And if it feels good, you can keep taking the circles. You can hold the arm statically. Whatever you like to do here. Next inhale, warrior 2. Think about length and reaching in the backside body. So reaching, get active. Inhale up, exhale down to the mat. Frame your front foot, step back, and take a vinyasa. From down dog, settle into stillness, settle into strength. Find your breath. Exhales, root. Inhales, rise. Use your breath. Next inhale, left leg long behind you. Square hips. Drive through the heel toes to shin. Square shoulders. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Notice what compromises you did in your body, see if you can undo them. Then start to take your hip circles, 3 in each direction. Again, noticing how still can I be in the upper body, how still can I be in the spine. How can I make this motion entirely about my left hip socket? When you finish, inhale to a long leg, 3 limb. Exhale, roll forward, knee to chest, plant the foot. Turn the back heel down, kind of check things out, make sure it all lined up. Keep your torso square to the front and start to open the hips again. Begin with the front big toe. Find the back big toe, back arch, external rotation in the back thigh. Reach the right arm straight forward. Get active in the right side body. Feel the stretch from the hips through the shoulders to the fingertips. Inhale, warrior two. Again, your breath moves your body, always. Inhale, flip the front palm up, reach all the way up. Exhale, hinge at the front hip and reach back. Notice any collapse in the back side. Stay strong there. Neutral in the hips, neutral in the torso. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extend forward. Bring the shoulder over the knee. Bring the elbow to the knee. Stack. Back arm circles forward and up. And again, stillness if you like it. Motion if you like it. Next inhale, warrior two. Active on the backside body. Inhale up, exhale, cartwheel down. Frame your front foot, step back, and take a vinyasa. From down dog, come to the tips of your toes. Keep your heels on the mat. Walk your hands back to your feet, forward fold at the back of your mat. And in your forward fold, kind of just release for a little bit. Don't worry about being strong and stacked. Wiggle, sway, let go. Take a few moments to just release. Slowly and gently, one vertebra at a time, roll up to mountain pose. Now, bring your big toes to touch. Big toe knuckles will touch, heels will be slightly apart. We're going to do some one-legged balance stuff, so that's why we're connecting at the center right now. That's where we're going anyways. Other than that, it's mountain pose. So big toes are strong. Weight is even from front to back. We're not dumping into the heels. Thighs are rotating and squeezing in towards one another. Core is engaging. Everything is strong and connected. Spine is long. Breath is flowing. Bring the hands to the heart. And give it a gentle press. So thumb and index finger to press in. Pinkies to squeeze the elbows in a little bit. Now grow light in the right heel. Keep the knee in. Don't let it go wide. Knee stays in. Light on the toes. Come to the tips of the toes. And extend the foot straight forward. And now notice what this hip did. If you bumped out into it, come back to neutral. Core is engaged, hips are square. Now externally rotate and flex this foot, and then send it wide to the side. Notice your weight shifting to your pinky edge of the standing leg, so you can bring it back to the big toe. And your next exhale, lift your knee up, bring your foot in, and root it. Foot and rooted leg are going to actively press into each other. Press the knee down towards the mat to level out the hips. And if you're balanced, if you're still, reach up. Bring the hands back to neutral. Release the foot. Square the hips. Internal rotation in both thighs. Keep the core pulling in just like we do for our lunge. Roll forward and plant this foot. Stay bent in both knees. Keep the core pulling in and the tail tucking. Imagine you're in cat pose in the torso. The hands are strong. Bring the torso parallel to the mat. And then lift the back foot up and press through the heel, internally rotating in the thighs to find a square hip, warrior three. And notice the relationship between straightening the standing leg and squaring the hips. And see if you can go for both at the same time. But it's going to be hard. Now, from warrior three, stay long in the lifted leg, long in the torso. Lift back up. Extend that leg straight forward. We're going to go straight to tree pose on the other side. So externally rotate. Send the foot wide. Notice this leg, keep it on the big toe. Keep the hips open, core strong. Exhale, lift the knee up. Bring the foot in. And press. Find strength and connectivity here with the lifted foot and the rooted leg. And if you have that strength, that connectivity, that balance, reach up. Hands come back to neutral. Release, square. Internal rotation of both thighs. Strong tucking of the tail like a cat pose. Roll forward. Keep the knee balanced over the big foot, big toe, not wide to the pinky. Lean forward. Square the parrots. Get the torso parallel to the mat. Drive through the back heel. Internal rotation in both thighs all the way through. Square hips. Press the hamstring up to the ceiling like we would for three limb. And breathe away, rather. Stay long in the leg, long in the torso. Roll back up to mountain pose. Plant your foot down and just kind of shake it out, let it go. Get it out of the body, release. It's good to have strength, it's good to have control. But don't need control. Be able to let go too. Now just shut your eyes and stand. Don't do mountain pose, don't focus on engagements, muscles, holding on. Let go. See how soft and gentle and easy it can be. Just stand here and just feel your breath start to slow down. Feel your heart rate slow down. Gentle control. Exhale, fold. Root into your hands, drop your butt down, take a seat. Bring your legs long in front. Flex your toes, point them up to the ceiling. And just like we root into the foundation for standing pose, we're going to root into this foundation. So press your legs into the mat. Maybe you press the ones that your heels pop up. You don't have to keep them lifted, but that's the kind of pressing that I'm talking about. Glutes are strong, core is strong, spine is long. Bend the right knee, bring the sole of the right foot into the mat. Inhale, length. Exhale, extend. And notice if that long front leg wants to pop up, keep pressing it down. And notice if the core wanted to release, keep it engaged. The only way to extend from your hips is to have strong core. That's your foundation. Slowly and gently roll back up to neutral. Switch your legs. Again, strength in the foundation. The front foot is strong. Front leg is pressing down. Bent leg is externally rotating, pressing down. Core is strong. Glutes are strong. Inhale for length. Exhale, extend. Slowly roll back up to neutral. Bring both legs long. One more time, find the strong foundation. Inhale, exhale. Slowly roll back up to neutral and then go ahead and just roll all the way down to your back. And take the next minute or two to hit any motions that you need. Back bends, inversions, twists, maybe a happy baby would feel good. Just whatever the body wants right now. And if it's ready, if it's done, it's time for Shavasana, then just go to Shavasana. Now come back to your breath, come back to your bodies. Make any kind of gentle motion that feels good. Reach your arms long overhead. Take one last big full body stretch. And however feels right to you, slowly and gently rise and meet me in a comfortable seat. Take a moment to just feel gratitude for yourself for coming in today and doing yoga or doing yoga at home with your laptop, whatever the case may be. Feel gratitude for your fellow yogi. sharing your practice with you. And finally, I'm grateful for you. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. I hope you enjoyed class. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste.
Namaste. Visit us online at soulyoga.org for details on a private session or public class. Namaste.